The drums never stop. They echo across the city long before sunrise. Thousands of people fill the enormous plaza below. No one speaks. No one needs to. Every eye is fixed on the towering steps of the Templo Mayor. You stand near the top, barefoot. Your heart pounds so hard you can hear it over the drums. The priests move silently around you. Their elaborate feathered headdresses sway in the morning breeze. The smell of burning copal incense fills the air. Below, the vast city of Tenochtitlan stretches across the shimmering lake. Hundreds of canoes glide through the canals. The great pyramids rise above the rooftops. It is the most magnificent city in the world, yet you barely notice it. Because today, you are the one everyone is watching. You never imagined your life would end, or perhaps begin, here. 6 months ago, you were just another ordinary boy, a farmer's son. You worried about crops, fishing, family. Now, everything has changed, and in just a few moments, you will discover why. 6 months earlier, the first rays of sunlight spread across the waters of Lake Texcoco. Mist drifts quietly between hundreds of wooden canoes. Before the city awakens, the birds already have. You open your eyes on a simple woven mat inside your family's small adobe house. You are 15 years old. Your father is already outside. Your mother is preparing fresh maize tortillas over the fire. The smell fills the room. This is the only life you have ever known. Outside, the city of Tenochtitlan slowly comes alive. Merchants push their canoes through the canals. Fishermen check their nets. Women carry water. Children chase each other across narrow wooden bridges. To you, this is simply another ordinary morning. But to visitors from distant lands, there is no city quite like this anywhere on Earth. Built upon a great lake, connected by canals instead of streets, Tenochtitlan is one of the largest and most advanced cities of its time. Every day, you help your father tend the Chinampas, floating gardens built by generations before you. Here, maize, beans, squash, chilies, tomatoes, and flowers grow in rich, fertile soil. Your father often tells you, the earth feeds us, but only if we respect it. You nod. Although, like most boys your age, your mind is somewhere else. Sometimes, you stop working and watch warriors crossing the causeways toward the city, their feathered shields, their cotton armor, their colorful banners. You cannot look away. One day, you whisper to yourself, one day, I will become one of them. You do not yet understand that every dream has its price. Life follows the rhythm of the sun. Every morning begins with work. Every evening ends with family. There is little time for rest. Yet, you rarely complain. After the fields, you help carry water, repair fishing nets, collect firewood. Everything you do helps your family survive. Your mother teaches you respect. Your father teaches you responsibility. Both remind you that no one lives for themselves alone. As the weeks pass, you begin attending the Calmecac, where discipline and tradition shape every young Aztec. You learn the stories of your ancestors, the gods, the stars, the empire. Your teachers speak with great pride. They tell you that every citizen has a purpose, every life has meaning, every sacrifice keeps the world in balance. You listen carefully. Some lessons inspire you. Others leave you with quiet questions. One afternoon, you stand beside the great market of Tlatelolco. Thousands of merchants fill the enormous square. Exotic birds, bright feathers, fresh cacao, obsidian blades, cotton cloth, rare foods from every corner of the empire. The city feels limitless. You smile, certain that your future will be just as bright. You have no idea how quickly that certainty will disappear. The seasons begin to change. You are no longer a child. Your hands have grown stronger from working the Chinampas. Your back has learned the weight of responsibility. But your greatest lesson is only beginning. One morning, your father tells you it is time. You will begin your formal training. Not every boy dreams of becoming a warrior, but almost every boy dreams of earning honor. As the sun rises over Tenochtitlan, you walk toward the Tenochtitlan, the house of youth. Hundreds of boys your age stand quietly in the courtyard. Some look excited, others look terrified. No one speaks. An older warrior slowly walks between the rows. His face is covered with old scars. His cotton armor is faded from years of battle. He stops in front of you for only a second. His eyes study yours. Then he moves on. The instructors waste no time. You are handed heavy bundles of firewood, not weapons. Firewood. You carry them across the city, again and again and again. Your shoulders burn, your feet ache. You wonder when the real training will begin. One instructor notices your frustration. He smiles. A warrior who cannot carry wood will never carry responsibility. The next weeks become harder. You clean the temples, repair buildings, carry stones, work beside older students. Only after proving your discipline are you finally allowed to touch a weapon. Not a deadly obsidian sword, only a simple wooden club. Even then, you do not learn how to attack. You learn how to stand, how to breathe, how to remain calm, because your teachers believe. Victory begins long before the battle. Every evening, you return home exhausted. Your mother quietly prepares food. Your father says very little. But one night, as he watches you struggle to lift your aching arms, he simply nods. For the first time, you realize he is proud of you. Months pass. The wooden club slowly becomes an extension of your body. Your movements grow faster, more precise, more confident. The instructors begin teaching formation drills. You march together, move together, fight together, because an Aztec warrior never stands alone. You practice with the maquahuitl, a wooden sword lined with razor-sharp obsidian blades. It is beautiful, deadly, unlike anything you have ever seen. Your instructor raises it carefully. This weapon is not made to destroy. It is made to capture. The words surprise you. You had always imagined battle meant killing. Instead, you learn that capturing an enemy alive brings greater honor. The strongest warrior is not always the one who strikes hardest, but the one who shows the greatest control. As your training continues, you learn to throw spears, use the atlatl, fire arrows, run across uneven ground, climb steep temple steps wearing heavy equipment. Every exercise pushes your body further. One afternoon, the instructors announce a competition. The winner will accompany experienced warriors on their next campaign. Your heart begins to race. This is everything you have dreamed about. One by one, the students step forward. When your turn comes, you grip your training weapon tightly, take a deep breath, and begin. By sunset, the results are announced. Your name is among them. For the first time, you are no longer simply preparing for war. Soon, you will see it with your own eyes. The morning finally arrives. The city is still wrapped in mist. But today, everything feels different. For weeks, you have trained, prepared, waited. Now, the waiting is over. The experienced warriors gather inside the great courtyard, cotton armor, feathered banners, obsidian weapons shining beneath the rising sun. Your commander slowly walks toward the young recruits. His voice is calm. Today, you march with us. No cheers follow, only silence. You put on your first real cotton battle armor. It is lighter than you expected, but every strap reminds you. This is no longer training. An older warrior places a maquahuitl into your hands. The obsidian blades sparkle in the morning light. Until now, it had only been a practice weapon. Today, it is real. The army leaves Tenochtitlan. Thousands of warriors march across the great causeways stretching over Lake Texcoco. Behind you, the magnificent city slowly disappears into the morning haze. Ahead, unknown lands, unknown enemies. The march lasts several days. You sleep beneath the stars. You eat simple maize cakes. You sharpen your weapon every evening. The older warriors rarely speak. One night, you ask an experienced eagle warrior, "Were you afraid before your first battle?" He looks into the fire for a long moment, then quietly replies, "Every man is. The brave ones simply keep walking." You never forget those words. As dawn breaks the next morning, scouts return. The enemy is close. For the first time, your heart begins to race. Not from excitement, from uncertainty. Everything you dreamed about is finally here. The army stops before sunrise. A thick layer of morning mist covers the valley. You can barely see beyond a few hundred steps. Then, the sun slowly rises. Silhouettes begin to appear. Hundreds, then thousands. Enemy warriors standing across the open plain. Colorful banners move gently in the wind. Nobody speaks. Even the birds seem to have disappeared. Your commander slowly raises his hand. Every warrior grips his weapon. You tighten your hands around your maquahuitl. You remember your father's fields, your mother's smile, your quiet village. For a brief moment, you wonder if you will ever see them again. Then, a deep conch shell echoes across the valley. The battle begins. Warriors charge forward. Dust rises beneath thousands of feet. Spears fly through the air. War cries fill the valley. The world becomes movement, noise, confusion. You struggle to stay beside your unit. Everything happens too quickly. You barely recognize friend from enemy. Hours seem to pass, or perhaps only minutes. Time no longer exists. At one point, you find yourself completely alone. Smoke drifts across the battlefield. The sounds of battle grow strangely distant. Then, you slowly climb the stone steps of a great temple. Drums echo through the air. Thousands of people watch from below. Priests dressed in magnificent feathered robes wait silently. Your heart pounds. You have seen this place before. This is the moment from the beginning. Now, you finally understand how you got here. The drums grow louder. Each step up the Great Pyramid feels heavier than the last. Thousands of eyes follow your every movement. The priests wait silently. Their elaborate feathered headdresses shimmer beneath the morning sun. The scent of burning copal incense fills the air. Your heart pounds. You try to remember every lesson you were ever taught. The gods, honor, duty, sacrifice. As you reach the summit, the high priest steps toward you. He studies your face for a long moment. Then, to your surprise, he smiles. He raises his hands toward the crowd. The drums suddenly stop. Silence covers the entire city. Then, your commander steps beside you. He places a magnificent feathered cape across your shoulders. Gasps spread through the crowd. You suddenly understand. You were never brought here to be sacrificed. You are being honored. Months earlier, you captured an enemy warrior alive during your first campaign. Not through strength alone, but through discipline, control, mercy, the qualities every true Aztec warrior was expected to possess. The high priest speaks, a warrior who protects the balance, honors both the people and the gods. The crowd erupts in cheers. For the first time, you truly feel the weight of becoming an eagle warrior. But even as the city celebrates, you cannot stop thinking about the battlefield. Honor always carries a price. Life changes quickly after the ceremony. People recognize you wherever you walk. Children point toward your feathered cape. Young boys dream of becoming warriors like you. Merchants greet you with respect. Your family walks with quiet pride. Yet inside, you feel strangely empty. At night, you still hear the drums. You still remember the faces of the men you fought. Victory does not erase memory. It only adds to it. Months later, you are sent on another campaign, then another. The years begin to blur together. Each victory earns new honors. Each campaign takes something away. You lose friends. You lose mentors. Eventually, you stop counting the battles. One evening, an elderly warrior sits beside you as the army rests. Without looking at you, he quietly says, "The empire is powerful, but no empire lasts forever." You look toward the stars. For the first time, you wonder if even mighty Tenochtitlan could one day disappear. The thought feels impossible, yet somehow you cannot forget it. Far away, across the great ocean, ships are already sailing toward lands no Aztec has ever seen. You know nothing about them. Neither does anyone around you. But history is already moving toward you. Years pass. The victories become memories. The scars become part of you. You are no longer the young warrior who dreamed of glory. You are now one of the Empire's experienced eagle warriors. Your hair has grown longer. Your movements are slower. Not from weakness, but from wisdom. One spring morning, your commander grants you permission to return home. For the first time in many years, you cross the great causeways leading back to Tenochtitlan. The city is just as magnificent as you remember. Its canals shimmer beneath the sun. Thousands of canoes glide across the lake. The markets are still overflowing with food. The temples still rise proudly above the city. Everything appears unchanged. Yet somehow, you feel like a visitor. You walk through the great market. Merchants call to customers. Children laugh. Musicians play their drums and flutes. Life continues, exactly as it always has. Then, you arrive at your family's small home. It looks smaller than you remembered. The wooden doorway, the flowers, the little garden. Time has touched everything. Your mother slowly opens the door. Her hair is now completely white. For several long moments, neither of you speaks. She gently touches your face, as if making sure you are real. You suddenly realize the Empire gave you honor, but it took away the years you could have spent with the people you loved most. The weeks pass quietly. For the first time in your life, there are no battles waiting. You help repair the family garden. You paddle across the canals. You work once again on the Chinampas where you played as a child. The city feels peaceful. Children sometimes recognize your eagle warrior cape. They ask if becoming a warrior is worth it. You smile, but you never answer, because the truth cannot be explained with words. One evening, you climb a small hill overlooking Tenochtitlan. The setting sun paints the lake with gold. The temples glow beneath the evening light. You think about every battle, every friend you lost, every victory, every sacrifice. You finally understand. The greatest strength was never defeating your enemies. It was protecting the people waiting for you to return home, far beyond the Western Ocean. Unknown ships continue sailing toward these shores. No one in Tenochtitlan notices. The empire still believes its future will last forever. You quietly watch the sunset, unaware that history is already approaching, and within only a few years, everything you have ever known will change forever. The sun slowly disappears beyond the western mountains. Golden light fades across the waters of Lake Texcoco. The city grows quieter. Canoes return home. Smoke rises gently from thousands of cooking fires. For the first time in many years, you simply sit. No armor, no weapons in your hands, no orders waiting for tomorrow, only silence. You watch the evening breeze ripple across the Chinampas, the same gardens where you worked as a child, the same water that reflected your dreams. So much has changed, yet somehow, the lake remains exactly the same. You think about the boy who once believed becoming a warrior would solve every question life could ask. He believed courage meant standing on a battlefield. He believed honor meant earning glory. He believed strength meant defeating another man. He could not have been more wrong, because after everything, the marches, the training, the victories, the ceremonies, the friends who never came home, you finally understand something much greater. The strongest people are not remembered because they fought. They are remembered because they protected what they loved. Your family, your home, your people. As darkness slowly settles over Tenochtitlan, the temple drums begin once more in the distance. Their rhythm is familiar now, comforting, almost peaceful. You realize every civilization believes it will last forever. Every empire believes its greatest days are still ahead. The Aztecs believed it. The Romans believed it. The Vikings believed it. The samurai believed it. History tells us none of them were right. Empires rise, empires fall, but ordinary people continue planting fields, raising children, laughing with friends, and hoping tomorrow will be kinder than today. Perhaps that has always been the true story of history. Not kings, not emperors, not great battles, but ordinary lives, quietly lived beneath extraordinary times. The first stars appear above the lake. The city slowly falls asleep. Tomorrow, the markets will open. Children will run through the streets. Farmers will return to the Chinampas. Life will continue, and one day, your story will become someone else's history. As the night settles over the Valley of Mexico, you close your eyes. The breeze carries the scent of water and flowers, and for the first time, since you were a boy, you feel completely at peace. Perhaps you would survive as an Aztec, but like everyone who came before us, you could never survive. Time itself